All right, in this next section, we are going to talk about the programming environment. We went over the introduction, what a sequence of instructions are for a programming language, and how it relates to solving a specific task. And then, so now we're going to look at programming environment. So the programming environment is not actually part of the language, but the programming environment you use to write code is important to how you develop. It kind of gives you, you know, there's tons of different ways of writing code, and which program you use is important. Okay, so there are different types of environments, and for the most part these are called integrated development environments. Now we are going to be using an integrated development environment called Eclipse. You will hear me call it an IDE for short instead of, you know, saying the long name. First thing we need to do is download it and get it on your computers. So you're going to click on this link, download Java Development Kit. You need to download the Java first. So you click the link, it's going to take you out to the Java website, and you're going to choose which operating system you need. Click accept the license, and then click on the download. If you're using a Windows machine, you'll choose the Windows, and you'll download it. And it just takes a few minutes for it to install. So we're going to let this go ahead and install, and we're going to go back over to the website. And while that, or not install, but it's downloading, and so then we're going to click right here on the download Eclipse Oxygen. Oxygen is the latest version of Eclipse. This is going to take you out to a Google folder, Google Drive folder that I have put a zip file in, and you're going to click the download and then tell it to download the folder, and that's also going to start downloading. So while both of these are downloading, they're going to download into your downloads folder, and you get to that by going to your folder system, and then you are going to go to downloads. So when you go to download, so these are both downloading right now. I'm going to pause the video while they finish downloading, and then we will do an install. Okay, so now both of our programs have finished downloading into our downloads folder. So we are going to click first on the JDK 9. You just double click it. It's going to run, and it's going to install on your computer, and I'll show you where it's installing once it's done. And then we're going to let that do its install, and I'm going to pause the video, and then we'll do the Eclipse extraction. Okay, so it is ready for us to run the file. So you double click it, it's going to run for, you know, it spins for a couple of seconds, and then it brings up this security warning. Just click run, and it's going to install it on your computer. When it installs it, I'm going to go right here, we're going to go to the C drive. Okay, so program files, and then, I'm sorry, you're going to go to the C drive, program files, you're going to look for the Java folder, and then the Java folder has the Java JDK and the JRE file that you will need for Eclipse. So now we're going to go back over to downloads, and we are going to extract this Eclipse folder. So you're going to right click on it, you're going to say extract all. You're going to give it a location, and we're not going to extract it to our downloads folder, so we're going to extract it to our documents folder. So I'm going to go right here to documents, my documents, and I'm going to click OK. So now it's going to go to my documents folder, and I'm going to click extract, and it is going to take a few, probably about 2 to 3 minutes for it to extract everything. So I'm going to pause the video while it extracts. Okay, that actually took quite a little bit of time to extract. I think it took about 8 minutes to actually get extracted. But once it does, you have this Eclipse folder right here. So when you open the Eclipse folder, now you have your everything is in here that you need to run Eclipse. You just click on the Eclipse with the little blue icon right here. You click Run. It's opening the Eclipse Oxygen file. And once it opens, it's going to ask you where you want, your files saved. So while that's opening, I'm going to click right here, and I'm going to create a new folder, and I'm going to name this Java Files. And that's what our instructions on our website says to do. It says, create a folder in your Eclipse folder named Java Files. This folder is where you will save all of your practice it and lab assignments. You will upload your completed .java code to Blackboard assignment area. So that's what I just did. So now I'm going to come back over here. My Eclipse has my workspace. So I'm going to click on Browse. Okay. And I'm going to go to Libraries, Documents, My Documents. I'm going to find my Eclipse folder. Okay, and I'm going to go down to the folder that says Java Files, and I'm going to click OK. Now, this workspace will become my default workspace, so that whenever I want to save my practice hits, I can locate my practice hits. If I want to save my lab assignments, it's all going to start right here in this Java folder or Java Files, and then from there, I can create more folders and have things saved in them. So I'm going to click Launch, and it's going to launch my program, or finish launching my program. Okay, so once it's finished installing, this is our Eclipse window. We can close this welcome, or you can go through some of the tutorials, samples, look at what's new. That's up to you. You can do that. But I will be going through the window and what we are going to be using in here in more detail in other videos. So this is Eclipse, and if you have any questions or have any trouble installing, please let me know.